All right. All right. Am I done pausing, Tim? Hey, listen. It's a beautiful night. It's a wonderful night. It's a glorious night to do a Talbert talk, man. My goodness. The excitement and the exuberation that exudes out of my body is generational. As the famous quote goes, from my favorite character, which is Thanos, we are inevitable here at the Deep Surface Experience. I believe we're a class organization. I'm excited about this journey. I'm excited about building an infrastructure, Tim. I'm excited about building something that's going to last through the generations. I'm excited about being somebody significant through the building of our culture. Man, this is a wonderful, wonderful time in life. It's a wonderful time to overcome your obstacles. It's a wonderful time to keep going. I was having a conversation one time, Tim, with one of my mentors, Keegan. Everybody knows Keegan. And we was talking about the significance, and one of my favorite songs on the Future album is Keep Going. I think I listened to that song probably 1,000 times in a week because of its message and what it represents. But I was having a conversation with Keegan, and we were talking about keep going. And a lot of times you can keep going and then be in motion at the same time, just in motion. You're not going nowhere, but you're just in motion. But what we must do is keep going through adversity, you can't jump over adversity. You can't hula hoop through adversity. You have to keep going through adversity. That way you come out on the other side, a healed person, whatever that looks like for you. And I'm glad that I'm getting to the other side. A lot of you might know my situation. I mentioned it on the last podcast, but being a separated man, being a divorced man right now has been incredibly different. I'm living my second life. I'm living a life that I've always desired to live, a life of freedom, a life that I can say, do, think, act how I want to. Nobody owns me. That's what I learned through this process. Anytime you go through a process and anybody else involved, they're just a reflection of who you either don't need to be or how you need to inspire to be. We're all a reflection of each other's behaviors and thought patterns. So I'm glad to have walked through the things that I walked through my life. I'm glad that I'm here now, man. Can't you feel the excitement that's coming off of me right now? This is real. This is authentic. I know that I didn't adopt the dark. I was born in it. At 7 years old, I had to face adversity. When I look back on the things that I've been through, at 7 years old, I had to face my daddy passing away, growing up fatherless, which is one of the most significant rabbit holes that we face in our community is fatherlessness. In fact, all over America, we face that troublesome thing. And we faced it, and we're going to continue to face it. Let me get some water real quick if I can find my water. But I cannot believe that I'm here, man. I can't believe that I made it this far with where I was in my situation. Because I don't look at my situation as just, oh, I'm the only one that was going through it. My situation was significant and pertinent to me in my development and my growth. It just took that situation to get me to grow in the way that God needed me to grow. And I'm glad that I've went through it. At the time, boy, it was painful. It was downright excruciating. It was something that almost was unfathomable. I couldn't really explain to you all the thoughts and emotions and feelings that came through my situation. But we're here, and we're happy, and we're glad, and the Deep Surface is going to be thriving, and we're going to keep going. No matter the gaps, no matter how many times we have to start over, we're going to keep doing it because that's what winning takes. God gave us work. God gave us work. He didn't give us jobs. He gave us work. And the work is your purpose. And sometimes purpose hurts like a mug. It do. It just be hurting so bad. It does. Having to do the right thing when the wrong thing is readily available. when it's good for you to do the wrong thing. Doing the right thing? Come on, man. Why? But I'm glad, though, because we're sitting here. We're sitting here with nothing living rent-free in my mind. No guilt, no shame. Most importantly, because I have my girls. And you guys heard me talk about my girls on many of occasions. My girls are, will be, and have been significant to the exponential growth that I've experienced, the wisdom that I've acquired. My girls have given me love that only a rich man feels like he can get. My girls are the greatest in the world, and I love them. And I wouldn't be sitting here today and as healthy, as swaggy, as confident as I am right now because of them, because of the people around me, because of my circle of influence. You know what I mean? Don't take that for granted. They don't always tell you what you want to hear. They don't always say the things that are desirable to your flesh. But the people that love you speak to your spirit. They speak to your soul. They speak to the betterment of who you want to be, who you need to be. But yeah, man, we had a Talbert Talk. I just had to say that. I had to just give my little montage because it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. I haven't said a lot. I've been sitting back, not saying much. But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be amongst the living. Sometimes we take for granted the significance of the fact that we woke up in the morning. And I don't take that for granted. I don't. But real quick, I'll touch on, I'm not going to be before you long tonight as well. But man, I want to touch on something real quick. And I know during the sports world, we always do where sports meets life. That's always been something that we've always done. That's been something that we do hit the deep surface. Never been the topic, and there's been a significant story around Bronny James. And I'll talk about that just for a little bit, not much. But Bronny James has been an interesting story because he's the son of LeBron James, and he was picked 55th overall in the second round. And a lot of people believe that he didn't deserve to be in the NBA, that he's just there because of his father. Oh, that is true. Absolutely. He's there because his father. Nepotism happened in this situation. And the question we must ask ourselves, is it uncomfortable to see a black man in America exercise his right to power? And I think we all as Americans, black and white, have to answer that pertinent question. Are we uncomfortable with black men having power? Are we uncomfortable with black men having true influence and you can see it and you know it's alive? That's what happened here. Whether Bronny James is qualified to play in the NBA, it happened because power was exercised during this certain experiment. And nepotism has been the lifeblood of American corporate politics for the betterment of our existence here. In fact, it's like that in monarchies. It's like that in every significant executive order there is. You bring your son and your daughter along. What person wouldn't want to bring their kids along in the family business? And if we're being honest, LeBron James have given so much to the NBA over his last 20 plus years. He's carried the NBA. He's been a significant moniker in the NBA. He's been box office for the NBA. So he's given them a lot of his life. In fact, all of his life, if you can realize this man is almost 40 years old and he's been playing since he was 18 years old at a high level. Pretty much every year he's played. So I think this is the least that the NBA can do it on that. Now to the ones that say LeBron James taking opportunities, to the ones that don't feel like LeBron James or Bronny Jr. deserve this opportunity, again, that's just one of those things to where it just is what it is. Sometimes the prince in a monarchy isn't ready. Sometimes, a person that owns the business, his son's not ready. but his dad owns the business. LeBron James owns the NBA at this period of time, and he has his son there playing. So therefore, what we must do is just watch it. And here's a significant thing for our culture. Let's get in positions of power. Let's get in positions of power so we can make these type of decisions, so we don't have to, we can skip steps into getting to prosperity. Prosperity is not fair. Prosperity is not a fair game. Prosperity is not justice. It's he who has the goal makes the rules. And once we get in position as a culture more, we can make these type of influential decisions that cause our family to see prosperity, even if they're not quote unquote ready. It's just the nature of the game. So how I feel about the Bronny situation, I don't feel anything. It's just another step in our evolution. I think, we are going to overcome at some point. I think it just takes time, and now this is a significant step in terms of nepotism and how we can advance our culture forward. And nobody ever said anything was fair. So, I support this move. But the basketball part of it is the basketball part of it. Could he get better? Yes. Is he a pro, quote unquote? Absolutely not right now. He's not a pro. Let's be fair. I don't want to do a kumbaya moment and pretend like he's ready. He's not. On no level, he's not ready. I think the kid is athletic. I think he has a decent IQ. I think he's prepared. I think he has a great teacher in his corner. And I think he could be a solid 3-and-D guy. He could prove us wrong, but we don't know. But based on what I've seen right now, no, he's not ready. So everybody's right in this situation. Nobody's particularly wrong, but it's just one of those things that happen, and we have to deal with it. So, yeah, that's that with that. But next thing, man, in this Talbert talk, man, Trump, our political agenda that we have going on right now has been something to see. As many of you probably know, you've seen former President Donald Trump be shot in the ear. Some people think it was a setup. Some people think it's not real. Some people think it was rigged. Whatever you think it is, our political atmosphere in America is a disaster right now. We are reaching levels that we reached in 2020. We need to be careful. I'm speaking to the American people. I'm not just speaking to black people. I'm not just speaking to white people. I'm speaking to the American people right now. What we need to understand about all of these things that are going on, this Trump shooting, the political war, the Joe Biden fiasco that's going down. What we need to realize right now is that we are the pawns in all of this, American people. I want to say this. Don't be baited into the race thing. Don't be baited into anything. Know that you work beside that white woman. Know that you work beside that black woman. Know that you work beside that black man. Know that you work beside that white man. Us regular folks, I'm going to say this. Us regular folks, we are not the perpetrators of what's going on. Do not be involved with what they're trying to do to us. That's for the right and for the left. The Democrats and the Republicans, the ones that are in power, you should be ashamed of yourself. You fight, you toil, you debate, you use us as bait to get your political agenda across, to get your power met. But if I serve the American people, and if I say to the American people, don't fall for it, man. And I was just thinking about this because I think like, man, I work beside regular, everyday, normal people. And we get caught up in these political agendas like we did in 2020, where we stopped talking to friends because either you stood on the side of Trump or you stood on the side of Biden, and they represent idolatry. Both of them do. They represent either you on this side or that side, and they're causing us, the ones who hold America up, the ones who hold this foundation up, to look at each other and hate each other. What are we doing? This is not us. This is not the quote unquote American way. I don't care what side you stand on. We're being used. You better wake up. We all better wake up. It doesn't matter your religious philosophy. It doesn't matter your economic philosophy. We're being used as pawns to further their agenda. We're better than this. We don't need the political system to be fixed. We have a people person. We need our society as a whole to be fixed. You need to respect the clerks when you see them at the gas station. You need to respect the clerks when you see them at McDonald's. You need to have respect for people that you believe that are below you. You need to walk around with an attitude of gracefulness towards your fellow man. We all make this thing go around. Not just one person, not just one set group. Yes, there are set groups like the African American group that needs help in a lot of ways, but we don't represent the sum total of America, and we have to live with everybody, show respect to everybody. This 2024 year right now, you heard Cat Williams say it early on the Shannon Sharp interview. He told you it's up. He told you 2024 is going to be to expose, and he meant the powers that be. The people that are controlling the purse strings, the people on the ground are frustrated. We're frustrated. Everything is high now. It's expensive to live now. Why are you mad at your fellow man? We ain't charging the prices. It's ridiculous. It don't matter how much you make, it's expensive to live out here. That's why I don't want to speak to people we'll never meet. Speak to the everyday man and woman that does the job that makes America go around. Whether you vote, whether you don't vote, no matter who you are or what your philosophy is or what you stand for as a human being, just understand we all need each other. Just understand that if you don't understand that we need each other, just keep watching. They're going to turn us against each other. You don't want a civil war. And let's be honest, we're not ready for a civil war. We're not. We're weak. We live in the air conditioning. You see the air conditioning that came on? We're living in the air conditioning. We're weak people. We're not built for war. We're built for reason. We're built for logic. We're built for understanding. We're not built for actually fighting against each other. Don't let them bait you into that. I promise you, if you do, that want to be a bright future for our kids, because that's all I care about. I'm not thinking about adults. I'm not thinking about their well-being. I'm thinking about the world that our children is going to live in, the world that our children is going to occupy. That's what I'm thinking about. I didn't mean to say all that, Tim. We only going 25 minutes, so we only got a few more minutes to go. But that's where my heart's been. As I look at the landscape and I watch what's going on in the world, I think about where do we go, our level of conversation, how we execute in our families. Although my family structure has changed, Tim, I still believe in family at the highest level, because family is the only thing that'll get us through this. We can't control the outer workings or the inner workings of our political system, of our economic system. We can't control any of that, but what we can control is how we treat the people that love us, the people that we love. Family is viable. Stick close to them. Put your money with your family. Invest into your family. Don't invest into other things. Invest into your family. Invest into what God gave you. I believe that. My family has been tremendous to me over this time, Tim. I wouldn't have made it without my family's love and their support. I wouldn't have made it. I thank God so much for them. Camaraderie, togetherness. That's what family is. That's what America needs during this process. That's what America needs. It's to stick close. Stick close to your passion. Stick close to the work, as I talked about earlier. God gave us work, not jobs. I know your job is stressful. Everybody's job is stressful. But bloom where you're planted. Be great. Be available. One of the most significant things I've ever heard was be useful. Don't be emotional. Be useful. Be there. Be present. Show up for your purpose. Show up for your purpose. It doesn't matter if your purpose is accepted by millions. You don't need to be famous. Famous? What is that? You don't need to, it don't matter if 50 people see you. Are you significant? Is your message potent? Do you live what you say? See, I'm speaking words to you for the next 5 minutes, But my life, I live the deep surface experience. I walk the deep surface experience. I'm accountable. And I love it. I know what it is like to struggle. I know what it's like to feel like a failure. I know what it's like to lose, to feel that you're so desperately right, but to lose all the same. Thanos said that too. But to lose all the same. You could feel like you're doing everything the right way, but life still don't go right for you. Keep doing the right thing. The right thing is not about a result. The right thing is about planting seeds into the earth that somebody's going to be able to eat from the fruit of the tree that you've planted. You may not be here to see it. You may not be here to experience it, but nevertheless, your spirit will exude it. And you will have left significance on the earth. That's what we want. Men stand up, women stand up, everybody under the sound of my voice, stand up. Be proud to be a part of something. There's a new America that is emerging. There's a new time here. There's a new space that is about to be unveiled. There's a new wave that's coming. There's something different. So I urge us as people to don't look up, look across. Look at your fellow man, white, black, red, Indian, Asian, no matter what their ethnic group is. I'm telling you, man, being a part of a team for so long, being a part of a championship teams, being a part of a championship teams that lost, the formula is team. The formula is togetherness. The formula is finding commonality in your differences, Tim. That's the formula. That's how you win. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've won before. I know how to win. And winning sometimes isn't so complex. You don't have to overcomplicate winning. Winning is about simply taking the journey and refusing to settle for second place. And second place in the terms of the American people is division. That's second place. But man, I don't have a good relationship with second place. Oh, me and second place don't get along at all. Absolutely. I don't even know third and fourth place. Listen, Tim, I don't even know who third and fourth place is. I don't know where they live. I don't know where they camp out at. I just don't have a good relationship with second place at all. I can't stand second place. So we're going to win. American people, we're going to win. Black folks, we're going to win. White folks, we're going to win. Indian folks, we're going to win. Because in order to move us to the next level of evolution, we must be together. And I don't talk about agreeing. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about all of us holding hands. I'm talking about function. I'm talking about functionality. I'm talking about efficiency. I'm talking about effectiveness. I'm talking about us in the workplace not leading with how we look, but leading with how we think, leading with how we process, leading with, okay, you're the guy, you can do this best. You're the girl, you can do this best. Putting people in positions to win. That's what a team is. It's constructive. That's what we do. We don't look at them. We don't care about the elites, Tim. We don't care about the people who pull in the purse strings. We care about the people. The people will win. 2024, we're coming up on an election year. I'm begging everybody, don't focus on your party. Focus on the people that you work with every day. Look at them, not for their skin color. Look at them, embrace them. Embrace who they are. Break down the bias. Break down the stereotype. Kill it. That's what they want us to do. They got us up here arguing about nothing. About nothing. We can all get money together. We can all play at the park together. Our kids can grow up together in peace, in harmony, in love, even in friction, even in disagreement. We can all grow from it. Listen, man, I think I'm at my 25 minutes, Tim. I think I'm at my 25 minutes. And I just wanted to say that tonight. I'm happy to be back. We're going to do some more Talbert Talks in the future. I love Talbert Talks. It allows me to just get things off of my mind, what's on my mind, and you guys can listen to me ramble on for 25 minutes. I don't mind. Or you can cut off at 5, or you can listen. But I'm going to be here. I am inevitable. The deep surface experience is inevitable. We will be here until perpetuity. Our work will last. We will win. We will win. The win is in the work. The win is in the work, Tim. The wins are in the work. Just work. Just work. Don't look for an outcome. Just work, American people. Don't look, just work. Put your head down and work. Dive deep. What is your North Star? What is your North Star? What do you want to reach? What do you want to go in your life? How do you want to get there in your life? Man, I'm a living testament. I wanted to go. I didn't want to be here no more. Now, man, I can't wait to grow. I wanted to go, but now I can't wait to grow. I can't wait to see how much I can do in this world. I can't wait to see how effective I can be in this world. I can't wait to see how many lives I can touch in this world. See, here's the thing, man. I don't care anything about death. I care more about life now. Living it, being it, energy, frequency. I care about seeing my family, seeing my friends, seeing the significant people grow and flourish in life. I do. And I'm going to say this one last thing. The deep surface is inevitable. We are inevitable. Hey, listen, guys, this was my Talbert Talk. Subscribe at the Deep Surface Experience on YouTube and on Instagrams, and we're coming on different platforms. I want to say to you guys, thank you for listening to us. I know we've been spotty in our communication, not as consistent as we want it to be, but we're going to keep working towards that, because consistency is not a singular event. You constantly have to build repetition over and over again with consistency. It just doesn't happen. And consistency is also kin to belief. So how much you believe in what you're doing is how consistent you will be in doing said thing. So I obviously have to continue to believe in what the deep surface would do. You have to continue to believe in what you do in your life, in your thought process, in your thought pattern, in your purpose. Your belief will dictate consistency. So the more I believe in this, the more consistent I'll be. Man, I love this. I want to keep talking, but I know that our attention span sometimes ain't long. Mine's not either. So I want to be respectful of your time. But this was a Talbert Talk. You just got it fresh. We out.